Hey guys, in this video, we're going to go over some questions on your chapter 7, consumer producer surpluses. Okay, all right. So first says mentally identify the area of producer surplus on the graph. Okay, so we have this A, B, C, D. Now remember, producer surplus is always below the price line and then above the supply curve. Okay, so supply curve is the line over here. Price line is at the intersection between supply and demand. So only area B is our producer surplus. To find an area for that, I'm going to use the formula for triangle, right? So we're going to use your vertical difference. So from 3 to 1, right? So right here, that's your vertical difference from 3 to 1 times your horizontal difference from 0 to 2. So that's a 2 divided by 2. So that will be 2 over here times 2 divided by 2. So the answer should be 2. That's our producer surplus. Now, if it's asking for the consumer surplus, then that will be the area A. That's your consumer surplus. So to find the area for triangle again, so that will be from 5 to 3, and then times the horizontal difference again from 0 to 2, right? So times 2 divided by 2, then we have another 2 again. And then your total economic surplus, that's the sum between your consumers and producers. So 2 plus 2, the economic surplus is 4. Okay, all right, that's the first one. Now, next question. So it's asking if 5 units are being traded. Now, at intersection, our here, let me use different color. Here we go. So intersection right here, that is the price and quantity. So supposedly the price of the market should be, so the price should be at 3, and then quantity should be only at 2. But now the question says we want to trade 5 units. Now we got a problem here, because if you trade 5 units, this is 5 units here. Notice that for our supply curve, it doesn't intersect anywhere at 5 units. So your quantity supplied will be actually 0. Because even though you want to trade 5 units, but there's not 5 units available, right? So in this case here, the consumer surplus will be 0. Because even though consumers, they might be better off to buy something, but there's nothing there available for them to buy. And then for the producer surplus here, will be also 0 because they couldn't sell anything. So you have 0 consumer surplus, 0 producer surplus, and then your economic surplus will be just again equal to 0. Okay. All right. Next question. So using the graph below, what is the consumer surplus when the market price is at 6? All right. So if market price is 6, let me zoom a little narrower here. So market price at 6, that's the intersection between supply and demand. And then quantity is 4. It's asking for your consumer surplus. So consumer surplus will be the area above the price line and below the demand curve. So consumer surplus will be the little triangle, not the big triangle. So here, let me use different color. That will be this triangle right there. That's your consumer surplus. So to find the consumer surplus, use the vertical difference. So from 6 to 10. So 10 minus 6 times horizontal difference from 0 to 4. So that's a 4. Divided by 2. Remember, it's always divided by 2 is a triangle, right? So this would be 4 times 4 is 16. Divided by 2 is 8. That is our consumer surplus over here, okay? Now, let's suppose the price falls. So price is no longer at 6. Price is now at 4. So at $4, what do we have? Let's draw a new price line. So at $4, it's $4. Now, from what you learned from previous chapters, when the price is below equilibrium, so at $4 now, we have a shortage in the economy. And that shortage is represented by this difference over here. So from 1 unit to 6 units, right? So that means your quantity demanded. So consumers want to buy 6 units. That's on the demand curve here. And then your quantity supplied is only 2. That means companies only produce 2 units whenever the price is only $4. So for a new consumer surplus, now normally consumer surplus is represented by the area below the demand curve. So if you draw the regular graph, so below demand curve and above whatever the price line is, the triangle will be our consumer surplus. But not anymore, because the quantity cannot reach to equilibrium. So there's a shortage remote. Remember, we don't have enough food for everybody. So what it looks like, that you want to draw a line all the way to the top to your demand curve, and then your consumer surplus, use different color, let me use green. Your consumer surplus will be this, what's it called, trapezoid, right? This trapezoid over here, that is your consumer surplus. And then producer surplus will be the little triangle below. So producer surplus will be over here, the little triangle below. And then we also have something called debt weight loss. If you remember this from definition. So debt weight loss will be this little triangle right there. That is debt weight loss. Okay, so consumer surplus, let's find out how much that is. Green. All right, so consumer surplus. If you remember from your geometry class, for trapezoid, it's your long base plus your short base divided by 2 times the height. That's the area for trapezoid, right? So we have 2 bases over here. The first base from 4 to 10, so that's a 6. Now the second base will be the shorter distance on this side over here, right? So that's from 4 to 8, that's a 4, divided by 2. Now the height will be the vertical difference over here. So height is 2. So this one should be, so 10 divided by 2 times 2, the answer should be 10 for consumer surplus. Now for producer surplus, will be the little triangle below. Give me red. So producer surplus, the little triangle below. So from 2 to 4, that's a 2, times from 0 to 2, that's a 2, divided by 2, that will be a 2 for your producer surplus. And then economic surplus is the total between consumers plus producers. So that will be 10 plus 2, which is 12. Now the last step to find your debt weight loss. So debt weight loss is the tiny triangle in blue. So this triangle right here. You know what, let me erase this. It's hard to see. So this triangle right there. Okay, so vertical difference from 4 to 8, that's a 4. Horizontal difference from 2 to 4, that's a 2. And then divided by 2, the answer should be a 4 for debt weight loss. Alright guys, so that's all I have for you for this video. Have any question, let me know. Okay, so guys, really for this video, it's actually from one of your classmates in class. So she took some screenshot and then sent it to me, and I made a video for her. And this can go with anybody. Guys, if you have any questions over your homework, over your quizzes, take a screenshot, send it to me, and I will make a video for you and share with the rest of the class. Okay. All right. So good luck, and if you have any question, let me know. Bye bye.